Good morning and welcome back into ShopNBC. My name is Wendi Russo and we have clearance watches from Stuhrling for you this hour. Perfect giftables for gentlemen and for the ladies. I know we've got a lot of pieces that can be unisex very easily. This is part of our must-watch event. Discover the world of watches during ShopNBC's must-watch event. Tune in every day. You'll see special select watches with 6 value pays. You may also see special shipping and handling offers, either reduced or free shipping and handling. And it's going to be all week long. We're going to give you a little preview of some of the pieces in the show, including the Stuhrling Original Men's Uptown Chic Leather Strap Watch. Clearance priced at $115.73 with 5 value pays of $23.15. That is so good looking. I love that one. Now, we also have the Original Men's Aqua Concorso Auto Rubber Strap Watch, and that's clearance priced at $98.99, also with 3 value pays. V90100 is available with that beautiful mother of pearl dial. And we also have, my favorite is this one, Novizio Giorno Leather Strap Watch, clearance priced at $158.77, and that's V90099. Now, we do have a special guest who's going to be joining us over the phone in just a moment. But first, we're going to show you our very first one, V90873, is the stainless steel watch from Stuhrling Original. It's a gent's Newberry mesh bracelet, $49.81 with 2 value pays. And we're going to say hello now to Larry. Hi, Larry. How are you? Do we have Larry on the phone yet? From Stuhrling? All right, we lost him. Poor Larry. Poor Larry. Already bumped off the phones. And also, this has, okay, Swiss quartz, Stuhrling Originals, textured inner dial on this one for the gents, water resistant. It has a quartz movement, Switzerland, yes. And it's a 38 millimeter round, so I was thinking that this watch could easily be for men or women. I love that textured dial in the very center. A very clean look. Love the mesh on the strap for you. Now, the strap itself is measuring in at 8 3/4 of an inch long. Very smooth finish on this piece, and it is also a width of 19 millimeters. 2-year limited warranty comes with each of these watches, and it's a silver tone for you as well. Do we have Larry yet on the phone there? All right, we're still working on poor Larry. Larry from Stuhrling will be joining us at any moment. V90873 is the item number, and I'm going to go ahead and slide this one on for me because I think, although we are stating that it's a gent's watch, we have many women collectors out there who have hundreds of watches themselves. Oh, good. We've got Larry on the phone. Good morning, Larry. Megan, how are you?
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Excellent. And where are you calling us from?
Well, I'm actually in the supervisor's office at the LaGuardia Airport.
Nice.
My flight leaves in about an hour and a half from now, and I'll be there in Minneapolis in a few hours. So it's very exciting to be on the phone here with you, and I believe we're showing the Newberry now. Is that correct?
Yes, we are. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Well, this is really great, especially with this clearance price here. It's from our Ascot Park series, and as you can see, it's very, very slim. It's ultra thin, but it has all the Stuhrling touches. It has a really nice, pliable, soft mesh bracelet, as you can see right there. But also, what's so unique about it, typically when you have a mesh bracelet on a timepiece, you're going to have some kind of a crimping device for the clasp. But if you take a look at how we finished off this mesh bracelet, we actually used grommets for the holes, and you have a steel keeper, that little belt loop there. Very unique to see a belt loop style mesh bracelet. Let me ask you, Wendy, have you ever seen one?
Never.
It's very, very unique. But going back to the timepiece itself, it's really, it has all the touches from the standpoint of just take a look at the dial. As slim as this timepiece is, it still has a split level dial. It's done in 2 separate pieces. And if you take a look at the texturing on the center of the dial, it's got a nice argyle pattern in the center. And even if you look at the baton indices that are going around the outer portion of the dial, those are all individually applied baton indices. And of course, it does have a Swiss quartz movement in this timepiece. So with a Swiss movement and a solid 316L case, I mean, the value is phenomenal. I mean, every item in the show, I'm so excited. I went out of my way to set up this hookup so I can be there because this clearance hour is just loaded with value.
And I did want to mention also that these items are only going to be seen in this hour. You're not going to see these again. This is the only presentation today. Clearance priced at only $24.90 on 2 value pays. V90873 is your item number. Thank you so much for your calls. That is a gorgeous watch. And you know what? I wouldn't have even noticed that it had that argyle on. That's the print. You're right. Now, showing you also the Exposition Universelle automatic watch for you. It almost has a skull-like feel to me. V90048, 5 value pays of $26.39. It is on clearance today. And we do have all 3 color choices. So you have the gold tone, the rose tone, and the silver tone on that one. Also coming up, we have my host pick, which is going to be the original men's Manchester chronograph strap watch. Stunning, very rich and opulent for only $109.95 on clearance. V90142. Okay, Larry, we are going to move on now to our rubber strap Atlantis Acropolis watch. And we've got 3 different color choices. It's a chronograph.
Yeah, this is, again, a super value here, but this is from our water sports collection, our Atlantis series. And, again, the clearance price just defies logic because it's not just a quartz chronograph movement. This is actually a Swiss Ronda StarTech 5030D, and for all the watch geeks out there, all the watch hounds that just love watches, they know what this movement is. This is made with all metal parts. It actually has 6 jewels. It has a 12-hour counter down there at the 6 o'clock position. It's just fantastic. We've got the periscope style pushers, and I'm doing this, from memory. I don't have a TV set here, and but I know our timepieces so well. I know this piece so well. It's an all-time seller for us, and that's the model, Wendy. It has the unidirectional ratcheting bezel, but it's enamel filled. I don't know which color execution you're showing right now, but
the black.
You're showing the black, so it's got a black enamel filling in the bezel. So all those numerals that you see, the hour markers that are 10, 20, 30, and so forth, those are actually debossed into a channel in that bezel, and then it's filled with enamel and then polished off flush. The labor is intense. It's got a screw-down crown as well. You would never expect a screw-down crown, 100-meter water resistance under $100, and with the Ronda StarTech 5030D. This is a super opportunity, and I think you have value pays on this as well.
Yes, we do. 4 value pays of $19.94.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, most limited, I believe, is the yellow. V90220 is this item number. Love the look of this watch in the yellow. It's a very fun piece.
Yes, this is a 42-millimeter case, guys. Anybody out there watching the show that knows the piece, I'm sure they're all over this. A lot of people actually do like to collect yellow dial watches. I mean, I don't know what kind of quantity we have on the yellow, but it's a beautiful canary yellow that I recall on this timepiece on the yellow dial, and there are people out there just collecting the yellow dials.
I know, I have to say, it's a very stunning piece. And men like to have that kind of versatility where they can pop out a little color now and again, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. There's also an orange execution. I think it's got an orange bezel.
Oh, that was sold out, Larry.
Oh, it did? Okay, sorry. But the black and the white would have to be the 2 most versatile. A lot of our timepieces, Wendy, are not necessarily what I would call everyday timepieces because we do a lot of dressy timepieces in our collection. However, this absolutely would be considered an everyday timepiece. This you can wear with jeans. You can wear it with a polo shirt. I mean, this goes with anything. It's got a nice 22-millimeter wide silicone rubber strap, so it gives you a little extra width on the strap. It's not a 20, it's a 22, okay? It's an add and split function chronograph, so it's not just a normal quartz chronograph. You're getting literally a world-class quartz chronograph.
Wow.
And, yeah, it's phenomenal. And
pretty amazing.
Yeah,
so let me just recap a little bit. So we're looking at it on John in the white, and this is also, as you said, 42-millimeter round case. That rubber strap is so soft. I love that it looks like a tire tread.
Yeah, if I recall, it's got like a serpentine tire tread pattern.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's got a serpentine tire tread pattern, and you mentioned how soft it is. We actually use a very high grade of of rubber. You know, rubber is split kind of into two families, and I know you could get a chemist in there that could probably explain it better than I. But from what I've been able to learn, there's like either PU or silicone, and the silicone is the higher grade. And then within that family, you know, there's different levels also. But this is definitely on the silicone side of the rubber tree, let's say.
Yes.
And so you're getting that's what you're feeling when you feel that soft rubber.
We also have a push-button deployant on the very back of this, also with a safety catch. The length on the strap is 8 5/8 of an inch. The width on the strap is 22 millimeter. And also tell us a little bit about your warranty.
Yes, Wendy, you get a 2-year warranty. We call it our international warranty. If anything goes wrong with the watch, the service center is in New York. You would send it to us, and we'll stand behind it like we always do.
Great. Thank you so much for that. I like the flexibility on a watch like this because you're getting a really good-looking timepiece, but then it's the kind of watch you'd be able to wear if you're very sporty, don't you think, because of the rubber strap?
No question about it. In fact, you know, because it's not too overbearing of a size at 42. Now,
Right.
you know, in the old days, well, not the old days, but even a few years ago, Wendy, a 40 millimeter was considered a full size for a man, so 42 would be considered oversized. But by today's standards, 42 is actually a modest size. So what I'm getting at is a lot of ladies actually like to wear this size.
I was thinking
Believe it or not. I mean, those soccer moms out there who like to go jogging and run around, taking the kids around doing errands and going to the store. I mean, it's got a great timing function. It, you know, it actually will measure up to a 12-hour counter. It does split timing, which a lot of chronographs don't do. It has the beautiful periscope-style pushers as well. I mean, I know this piece inside and out. I know our Atlanta series inside and out. You know that, Wendy.
You're amazing.
And, well, thank you very much. But, you know, I could say something, too. But
you know
anyway,
what else is amazing?
You're pretty amazing yourself, Wendy.
Thank you.
But
We've taken $100 off the price. I'd say that's pretty amazing. And we've given 4 value pays of $19.94. So guess what? Ladies and gentlemen can jump in on this one. B90220 is the item number you're looking right now at the black on John. And the black is sophisticated. John, what would you pick? What's your favorite color? He likes the white. John likes the white. And you know what? I actually like the yellow. I like the yellow. The yellow is fun. It's bright. A little pop of color. If you want to go traditional, go with the black. Now, I will say this is for those of you who like a larger dial, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be, and I liked what you said earlier, it's going to be an easy-to-wear watch if you're very sporty, you've got a lot going on. You don't want to wear those 48-millimeter watches if you're a big cyclist or sporty kind of a guy. Right? You're not going to wear those.
Definitely so. I mean, it's a great sport timepiece. You know, it comes from that whole diver's family, the whole diver's look. Okay, but within the diver category of watches, which is such a huge percentage of the watch industry, there are 3 or 4 distinctive style of looks. Okay,
yes.
There's the big R look. Okay, and everybody knows that look. Okay, this is not from that particular branch of the diver family. This is from a different branch, and I can't say the word on ShopNBC, but some people will recognize the look. It's a very elegant look. It's actually a very stylish look on this case design, but it's got a unidirectional ratcheting bezel, and it's a great sports timepiece. And you know, one of the things I particularly like about the piece is, and I own a couple of them myself. I mean, we've had this piece in our series now for about 4 or 5 years. Our whole Atlanta series. We've got 5 different models in the series. But one of the things I particularly like about it is the hour markers are all, well, geometric shapes. You have circles and rectangles, and you have the triangle up at 12 o'clock. You know, so it's all geometric shapes, and it has the obelisk style of hands. You know, and there is a luminous triangular marker up at 12 o'clock in the in the unidirectional ratcheting bezel as well.
Well, and I like the texture that's on the dial itself. It's very subtle.
Yeah, it has a wave pattern, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does.
Yeah, there's like a rolling wave pattern that's textured into the dial. So, you know, listen, gang, anybody out there watching the show, any of our regular Stuhrling guys that might be up at this hour, at this ungodly hour, you know, jump on it, because if we had this in the show tonight, you know, when we're going to be on from 8 to midnight with Dan Green,
absolutely, be gone.
People would be adding this to their order.
It's
because
$100 off. You're right.
With a value pay for $20,
B9.
I mean, this would also make great multiple gift items. Even if it's not for you, you can give literally, you know, a $400 or $500 gift to somebody that you're bringing home for $20.
I love it. I love it.
Spectacular.
And that was V90220, $19.94 on a value pay. Now, want to remind you what's coming up is the Milano Piazza, and that is the chronograph rubber strap watch for $98.79. Definitely much more contemporary, modern in its design. V90862, and that also has 4 value pays. Also, the original men's Raven XP Sports Strap watch, $80.10 with 3 value pays. So we're going to move on because we've had so many of these watches already sell out and be eliminated from the show. We're going to move on to the Heritage. The Heritage Automatic is V90095. This is available in all 3 colors, and we have a beautiful silver tone, we have the rose tone, and then we've got the yellow gold tone for you. So, Larry, this has a more, I'd say, a throwback to the vintage era.
Well, yes, this is, well, with the name Heritage, it really fits it perfectly. I mean, this is very classic, very traditional, Wendy. And the thing is, this is a extremely popular. It's a signature piece for a Stuhrling original. We have a follow-up piece to it now as well called the Heritage Grand, which is 2 millimeters larger. But this is 42 millimeters. It's a pretty large case size at 42. But what makes it so unique, take a look. I wish I could be there. I wish I could see what it looks like on camera, but I've seen the watch on camera so many times. I'm trusting that we're getting a good shot of this. But take a look at the mother of pearl dial.
I love it.
To have a mother of pearl dial in this size to fit into a 42 millimeter size case, and if you notice, it's almost all wall-to-wall dial because there's almost no bezel on this watch. I believe the bezel is 1.5 millimeters thin, so it's wall-to-wall dial. So even though it's a 42 millimeter case size, it's a dial that would normally fit into a 44 millimeter case, so it plays much larger on the wrist. And to get stunning. MOP in this size, to be this clean and this perfect, it takes a long time. And we're using one of the most popular, if not the #1 MOP farm in the world down in Australia. But we use AAA grade, and to get them in this size, it takes a long time.
Well, and also I love the play of color on that. I mean, especially the black dial, the black mother of pearl is phenomenal. It's a rainbow effect. It's truly iridescent. And now let's talk about the complication on this one.
Yeah, this is a mechanical automatic. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's a 22 joule. It might be 20. I don't remember, but I think it's 22 joules. It'll tell you on the case back. But it's a mechanical automatic, but it's got small seconds and a quick set date feature. Yeah, 22 joule mechanical automatic. It's got a small second subdial at 9 o'clock, and it has the date aperture over at 3 o'clock. And it's a quick set date over there. And what's so unique or what's a perfect choice, when you have a dress piece, Wendy, okay, in watchmaking, you know, there's what we refer to as a classic 3-hand movement. A classic 3-hand movement would have hours, minutes, and seconds coming off of the center axis. And I'm sure you've seen many, many watches with simple time with hours, minutes, and seconds coming off of the center axis. But when you take the second hand and you remove it from the center axis and you put it on a different axis, whether it's a subdial at 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock or wherever it is, that is an extra complication in watchmaking because, remember, this is operating off of a spring. There is no battery in this watch. I hope you're showing a nice shot of the case back as well. Let everybody see that. But, again, that's an extra complication, and it's a touch of elegance. It's a touch of grace. It's a perfect choice to take the seconds off the center dial when you have a dressy, classy piece, and that's exactly what this is.
It is stunning. So here's how you're going to be ordering it. This one is the white mother of pearl that you're looking at right now with the brown strap. So you have white mother of pearl with the brown strap, you have the black mother of pearl with the black strap, and then you have the white mother of pearl with the black strap. So those are your choices. You have all 3 of them for $131.23 on clearance price, and that's a significant markdown. We've taken almost $70 off that price.
It's fantastic. Wendy, do we have another minute on this piece, or where are we at?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're good? Because one of the things I'd like to point out is, you know, we came out this year with the new Heritage Grand, which is 2 millimeters larger. That will be in the show tonight with Daniel. But my point is this, is that one of the things where I wouldn't say we screwed up or we messed up, but we kind of got caught, and that is we were not able to make the rose gold execution with the white mother of pearl dial in the Heritage Grand. And
Really?
the reason for that is, and it's really our best-selling execution, and you do have it in the Heritage. That's the one with the brown strap, okay?
Yes, yes.
It's the #1 selling execution. But we just could not get enough of these large, clean pieces of white mother of pearl. Now, and we had to make a decision, and we put the white mother of pearl in the stainless steel expecting to get them, and we couldn't, and we brought the edition out. Eventually, we will make one, but we got caught short. So if you like this execution, it is not available in the Heritage Grand.
Oh.
It's only available in the Heritage, which is what we're showing right now.
Okay.
And also, all those numerals, those Arabic numerals, those are all individually applied to the dial, and it has very elegant leaf-style hands as well. I think they're just a beautiful touch on the hands.
It's really a gorgeous, and I like that you said the word classic. It's truly classic, but with some more modern touches, I think. You know, you made it move into the 2009.
Any ladies watching the show right now, listen, buy this for your man. He'll look like $1 million. You know what we say, Wendy? We say clothing dresses up the man.
Yeah.
But a watch defines who you really are.
Ooh.
And this watch wears like $1 million. I mean, you wear this with a $300 suit, and it makes it look like a $3,000 suit. It's so classy. I mean, you walk in a business boardroom or business meeting, you go out to dinner with a couple of other couples all dressed up or whatever. This is that timepiece that's just so classic, and it's an eye catcher.
Very good point. Now, I believe we're the most limited in the white with the brown strap you were talking about, and that's 4 value pays of $32.81. V90095 is the item number. We have taken almost $70 off the price. You will not see this watch again today. This is it. This is on clearance. This entire hour is on clearance, so this is the time to pick up these Stuhrling pieces on sale, because you're not going to have that later today. By the way, genuine leather strap, of course. It does have an alligator embossing on it. So here's the white mother of pearl with the black strap. This is one choice, and I love that you said it is literally edge to edge on that dial of mother of pearl, and you can see the quality on that.
Yeah, and you know, I actually own one of these myself as well. I have a black mother of pearl on my Heritage, but it has the angled flange, which you know, the flange goes around the outer perimeter of the dial, and it connects it up to the bezel, and it has those semi-spherical luminous dots that are bezel set all the way around. They're 1/5 minute markers, luminous dots. If you had a luminous shot, I don't know if Tom has one queued up, but the lume shot on this is just fantastic.
We don't have that.
Yeah, but the semi-spherical luminous dots in the angled flange are just fantastic.
Now, let's also talk about the color of the case here, because if you were to get the white dial with the black strap, you're also getting the silver tone. If you're getting the brown strap with the white mother of pearl dial, you are getting the rose tone. Is that, or is that, yeah, it is rose tone.
Mm-hmm.
It's very warm.
That is 16-karat rose gold. We use 16-karat rose gold for our layering on our stainless steel cases. And on the silver tone, that's solid 316L surgical grade stainless steel.
Wow, that's remarkable. And then your other choice is going to be the black mother of pearl dial that's the most beautiful, with that rainbow iridescence of color matching to the black strap, and that's going to be with a gold finish, correct?
Yes, and we use 23-karat yellow gold for our layering on that. Mm-hmm.
Love it. Gorgeous. Thank you so much for your calls. We are down to the wire on that white with the brown strap. V90095 has 4 value pays of $32.08, and don't forget 2-year warranty on this one. Now, don't forget about the Aqua Concorso. It's the auto rubber strap watch that's available for $98.99 with the white dial. You also have, on that one, 3 value pays of $33, which is very affordable. And we also have a very interesting Exposition Universal automatic watch. That's a unique look.
Is that what we're going to get into now?
Nope, we're going to just show it right now. We're going to move to our Uptown Chic Rectangular, which is V90214. And I happen to love this one.
Oh, I do too. And, you know, this was, I don't know, the second or third timepiece that I purchased from the company when I joined Stuhrling about 5 years ago. This is one of our all-time signature pieces here.
Well, you know, yeah,
Go ahead.
I just wanted to mention that Jim Skelton says he owns this watch himself. He loves, with capital letters, the multi-level dial with both the textured area and the mother of pearl area. He said
Right.
it's very elegant. It's one of his favorite personal understated pieces. Excellent, reliable automatic movement, elegant styling. He thinks it goes perfectly with a suit, and he dresses up for this watch, he always says.
Yes, and I think it would be a good idea, Wendy, if we get Jim on the other line. Let's call him at home and wake him up, okay?
You know what? I would love to.
You're absolutely right. Jim loves this timepiece, and he does own it. It brings up a very good point, and that is that typically you might have a guilloche dial, which is a textured dial. There's different ways of achieving the texture. Or you might have a mother-of-pearl dial, but very rarely or very seldom will you see both. In this instance, that is what you have, and if you stop and really take a look at what you have here, okay, yes, you have mother of pearl on the outer perimeter, but with the guilloche in the middle, you actually must die cut the mother of pearl out in a rectangular shape. You have to cut it out, so that it shows through. And in that process, there always is a lot of waste. I mean, these things are very thin and they break. Remember, mother of pearl comes from the inside of a shell. And, so there is a lot of waste. It's not an easy thing to achieve. That center dial in the center, it has a kind of like a twisted rope pattern design if you take a real close look at the guilloche in the center.
Yes.
Okay, and that's actually embossed into brass. That is a piece of brass. It has to be a soft enough metal in order to absorb the guilloche. But what makes this, there's so many things that make this a great value, but right off the very top with this clearance pricing here, you've got a mechanical automatic with quick set day and quick set date. Just the mere complications alone make this an absolute value. Now, do you like the style? This style is, ladies like this as well, because it literally goes from one end of the wrist all the way to the other end of the wrist. It's very classy. It's very dressy, particularly with the mother of pearl as well. And so it's a 22 millimeter wide strap as well, so you have that extra richness. So if you like the look, if you like the design, the value is a given here, because it's a mechanical automatic, but not just a straight three-hand movement. Remember now, there's no battery in this watch. You have every 24 hours, the date has to move and the day has to move, and the day wheel only goes around 7 days. That's all what we call horology. When the second hand goes around 60 seconds, the minute hand has to move 1 minute. It's all operating off of a main spring. And so when you have a mechanical automatic with day and date, that's not your normal three-hand mechanical automatic. And to get it at this price, now let's look at the packaging. It's got a beautiful triple-step design bezel on this piece. I think the hands are, if I remember correctly, and again, I do own this piece. I have the brown strap version at home, but it has what the spade-style hour hand with the plume-style minute hand. And, that is a combination in watchmaking that you will see many high-end watchmakers use, where they use a spade-style hour hand with a plume-style minute hand. And, again, it's just a perfect choice for a very classic, elegant, dressy timepiece.
Just beautiful. 5 value pays of $23.15 on this watch. And I have to say, I even like it. I really do like it for a woman.
Absolutely.
And let's talk about the size again. 45 millimeters in length, 33 millimeters in width. Of course, it is water resistant. Now, I want you to see that right now you're looking at, the one you're looking at is a white mother of pearl, and then it's silver tone. The strap is going to be like a burgundy. Is that correct, a burgundy?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of Merlot in there.
Yes.
You might see, a little bit of wine color in there.
And then our other choices.
Let me ask you this, Wendy. I didn't hear it, but we have value pays on this as well?
5. Count them, 5. Yep.
Oh, so what's the
$23.15.
Wow,
Can you believe
guys,
that?
gang, take a look at what's on your screen right now, gang. $23. You can bring home the Uptown Chic. Jump on it. Jump all over
gorgeous.
this. It's an all-time signature
we have
piece.
90 seconds left on the clock. It looks like the most limited is the black. Beautiful black on black. That's a black mother of pearl that's cut out. I love your description of how it's cut out. You know so much about these watches. It's such a pleasure. And the strap itself is leather, but it is crocodile embossed. And let's talk about the buckle on this, the closure on this.
Wendy, it has a push-button dual-deploying clasp, and I'm so glad you brought that up, because you don't expect to see a push-button dual-deploying clasp on a watch that sells for, let's say, $200. or even $250 or $300 for that matter. But again, with the clearance pricing, we're not going to take the buckles off and switch them off to Tang buckles. You're getting a push-button dual-deploying clasp, which saves the wear and tear on the leather. Now, these clasps will sell for anywhere from $30 to $50, online if you go to one of these watch accessory websites or something like that.
Right.
People do buy them.
Oh, do they?
Put them, yeah, they buy them and they put them onto their own straps in order to save the wear and tear on their exotic straps and their leather straps and so forth. So you're getting that as part of, it's almost like a throw-in for nothing. And, it's just, for me, it almost hurts to see them go out at this price, but we're so thrilled to be a part of it.
They're
really.
your babies, I know. So your choice is going to be black leather strap with the white mother of pearl dial. You also, and it's silver tone. You also have the Merlot with the silver tone and also the white mother of pearl, and then you have black on black. That's V90214 is your item number, and please take advantage of the 5 value pays. One of the few.
Last thing, Wendy. Last thing. That black on black, it's black numbers on a white dial, right? I mean, look at that piece. That's like a tuxedo piece. That's black and white.
Love it.
That's it.
I love that. Now, speaking of tuxedo, we have a lot of black. We have a lot more black, but this is with a rubber strap. It's the men's Milano Palazzo. Now, is this Piazza or... Yeah, that's Piazza, right?
It's Piazza, yeah, like square.
Yeah, my eyes are going. Chronograph, that's a V90862, clearance priced at $98.79. And also coming up, oh, that's right, our Manchester's been a big hit this hour. The chronograph strap watch we showed earlier, V90142, has 5 value pays of $21.99. And you do have all 3 color choices available. That was a beautiful watch. So we're going to move on to a very fun Raven XP sports watch for you, V90096. You're saving over $100. This has not been seen since April. And you have your choice of silver tone green and orange. Now, what we're looking at in terms of colors is not really the dial, correct?
What are the choices? Silver tone, green. Green is going to be the luminous dial. There's one execution in this model that had an all luminous dial, and it's kind of a, I hate to say, but it's kind of like a pus green, or I don't know how to describe it, Wendy, but
yeah, it's like I know what you're saying. It's a ghostly green.
Sorry about that, but I don't want to bring up any bad images here. But they're calling it green, but it's I don't know, it's less than minty. But anyway, that would be the all luminous dial. It's the only execution of the 3 that we made in that model, our Raven, that had the all luminous dial. So if you like that, and it's fantastic. I mean, it really does glow at night. I mean, you can really see it. If that's what you want,
cool.
if that's what you like, you'd go for the green.
That is very cool. And also, by the way, it does match back to the threading or the stitching that you have on the strap. So that also is another design element that you've created. Look at that.
Oh, definitely so. As far as the contrast stitching, yes, you'll see that the contrast stitching is color coordinated to the dial.
Now, I like that the orange, it's the numerals, the numbers that actually, and the markers that are orange, as well as your second hand that's ticking around. So it matches back again to the contrast stitching on the strap.
Yeah, well, absolutely. I mean, everything we do as far as design elements and so forth, everything is color coordinated and designed, and you should see the painstaking process that we go through. Well, let's try these hands. Let's try those hands. Let's try these colors. Let's try those colors. I mean, it's a lot.
And now we're looking at the silver tone.
Yes. Now, that's the most popular seller of the bunch because it's the most versatile. I mean, you wear that. I mean, this is a very casual watch because of the it has a nylon twill strap with a Velcro fastener, okay? So you can just strap it on. I mean, it's a great everyday piece for guys who just wear jeans and a T-shirt and, just want to go out to the park and walk the dog or, whatever because of that Velcro strap. Now, if you wanted to take that off and put some kind of a leather strap on it, you certainly could do that. But just the way it is, it's a great knock-around piece. Now, this particular look, okay, is actually one of the hottest looks in the entire watch industry. There are maybe a handful of looks that have come along over the last couple hundred years that are what we call landmark designs, and this is certainly one of them in the sense of there are so many watch manufacturers out there right now that are taking their whack at this look where you have kind of a square case with kind of bolts in the corners kind of thing, and this is our spin on it, is the Raven. And if you take what's really unexpected with our Raven It looks like a square, blocky watch, but it's so comfortable because if you get a profile view, Wendy, you will see it is actually a curved case.
Ooh, wow.
It's a little bit hard to see because of the, the strap that we have on there, but trust me, it's a curved case against your wrist. So the fit is really, really comfortable. We do have a Swiss quartz movement in this piece as well, and I didn't even hear the price, but I'm afraid
let's talk about
I am
that.
sitting down.
$80.10. We're saving you over $100 right now, and we're also offering you 3 value pays of $26.70. I have one on each wrist. I have to tell you, it is really comfortable.
And again, it is
Wow.
because it has a curved case.
It's
and
good
again,
looking.
you wouldn't expect it. You'd look at it and say, well, it's a square, blocky
My
piece.
husband would love this.
But the curved case makes it comfortable. And again, this is the kind of piece I think that soccer moms would love as well.
Good looking. Let me just quickly mention the colors. Green, silver tone, or orange is your choice. V90096. Very fun, comfortable combination of leather on that strap as well as the Velcro. Hey, we also have the Aqua Concorso, the auto rubber strap watch, coming up, $98.99. And that's V90100. And we're going to get to it. We're coming up to it. The Universal automatic watch, the Exposition, V90048. That's 5 value pays today. So we're going to continue on because we've got lots more. And we have Larry on the phone with us from Stuhrling. This is the Aqua Concorso. It's an automatic movement with a genuine leather strap, V90099, $158.77. First time ever on 3 value pays. And we have a nice savings for you today, down from $300. This is almost 50% off, Larry.
Yeah, that's great. This particular look, a lot of people out there are going to recognize the look. And again, there are a lot of watch companies out there that are, doing a look similar to this, and this is our spin on it. But it's a very race-inspired look. It's from our Concorso series, and we have 4 or 5 different models in that particular series. But on the Aqua Concorso, it's got the mother-of-pearl dial, and it's got the rubber strap. This is the only model in the series that does have the rubber strap with the mother-of-pearl dial. And it goes to the case. It's a nice 44 or 44.5 millimeter case. I don't recall exactly, but
44.
It's right in that range, 44.
Yep.
So it's a good presence on the wrist. Great everyday timepiece as well. It's a mechanical automatic with a quick set date. So, under $100 for a mechanical automatic.
I have to update you. We have one sold out on this, so we have now just put up a sold out banner. The only one we have available is the black. So the black is available, and actually, let me correct you on the length. The length is actually 46 millimeters. The width on this is 37 millimeters, but a very ornate dial as you look at the texture on this piece.
Okay, we're going on the Aqua Concorso right now, correct?
Actually, you know what? Here's the problem. That one's sold out.
Okay, so the Aqua Concorso.
So now we are on. Are you ready?
Which one are we on?
Novizio Giorno, the leather strap watch.
Piece.
I know we're confusing you. I was confused too, but that one's sold out.
Well, when you said ornate, I'm thinking we can't be talking about the Aqua Concorso because it's just a clean mother-of-pearl dial. So I was thinking, wait a minute, which watch are we on?
Exactly. So we're showing you now the Novizio Giorno leather strap watch in black. And this has a beautiful gold finish on it. I love the back of it too. Of course, it's showing you that it's an automatic.
Yeah, this is incredible. There's
Master
so many
calendar.
things to talk about on this, and the price is just, it's silly. How many value pays do we have?
We have 5 value pays of $31.75. We're at almost half price on this one. It has the master calendar, the pointer date complication, animated AM PM indicator, which I think just adds so much to this piece.
Well, this is an all-timer for us, and it's a large tonneau-shaped case. It has the convex step design bezel. You see these kind of big curvature, blown-out bezel that goes all the way around. It's a step design. But this is, you talk about value here. This is a mechanical automatic master calendar with a pointer date hand, which gives you the day, the date, and the month. A lot of timepieces will give you the date. You see a simple time, hours, minutes, seconds, and a date. And then the next step would be a day and date. It would be
Yes.
Wednesday the 29th.
Right.
But when you get the day, the date, and the month, that is what is referred to in the business as a master calendar. And it's not on a quartz movement. It's being done off of a single mainspring. But then when you add in the fact that the date is being given to you by a separate hand coming off of the center axis, okay, that is such a difficult complication to do. It's not in a subdial,
Right.
okay? It has a hand. And the nice thing about a pointer date like this is even if you cannot, for example, let's say you're a person like me and I need to have my glasses on to see small little numbers or something like
Yes.
that. What I love about a pointer date is I don't have to see the numbers. I'll just see where that red arrow is pointing and I'll know, I'm about 50% through the month.
Wow.
At a simple glance, you can tell, we just got into the month, or we're 40% through the month. I know I'm around the 20. It really is cool once you get to learn how to use it. But
Thank
the
you,
number
Larry. Now we're
one thing
running-
about this watch is the dial. This is what Stuhrling Original is known for, our guilloche dials. And this has an incredible, just unbelievable tribal sunray pattern on the dial. It is phenomenal.
Thank
There's
you,
so
Larry.
much to talk about.
I know. You know what? I wish we could talk more because I even had notes from Jim on that one because he loves the 40 stampings on from the press per dial on that. But we want to remind you about the Milano Piazza chronograph rubber strap watch that's coming up that we just showed you actually in yellow. We have the black dial and we also have the white dial available for you. Reminder about all of the watches in just a moment. Which one are we showing now, Tom? Here we are. So the Atlantis chronograph rubber strap watch is the one you're looking at, clearance priced at $79.76. 4 value pays, V90220. And the most limited is that yellow, the yellow if you want that. Now, the Milano Piazza chronograph rubber strap watch, that is a chic timepiece for $98.79 with 4 value pays, V90862. You do have all 3 color choices, the black, the blue, and the gray. And then we had the Heritage that we just showed you, probably the most classic timepiece of the show, with your leather strap with an embossing of alligator. Clearance priced at $131.23. We have the black mother of pearl is my favorite in the center. And reminding you about the Uptown Chic. This is a leather strap watch, V90214, clearanced at $115.73 with 5 value pays. This is the time to pick up a timepiece when you see Stuhrling on sale like this. We have green, orange, or silver tone available in the men's Raven XP sports strap watch, clearanced at $80.10 with 3 value pays, V90096, and that is a luminous dial. I've never seen that before, Larry.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, is the luminous dial. It's the only watch. Well, wait a minute, I take that back. We have another model, our Tuskegee Elite, that we have an all-lume dial. But I think 2 out of, over 2,000 different SKUs is pretty rare for us.
Absolutely. Now, we also want to remind you about the Exposition. Here it is, the Universal automatic watch, V90098, and 5 value pays of $26.39. Loving it. We're loving these pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we on the Exposition now?
We're just showing a little recap of what's in the show.
Oh, okay.
I know, it's hard to tell when you're only on the phone.
I'm flying blind here, folks. Bear with me.
You're flying blind, and that's okay. The Novizia Giorno leather strap watch, we just showed it to you. This is the one that Jim was talking about, that phenomenal multiple impressions done by a vintage German dial press, V90099. Okay, you ready for the very last one?
Let's do it.
The Manchester chronograph strap watch, V90142, and that's our recap. Larry, we're cutting the hour a little bit short for you because we're running out of inventory for you. We're now going to be showing our top value, but thank you so much for joining me. I had fun with you.
That's it?
Larry, I know. Tell
Wendy,
me about
I could
it.
spend hours with you, really, and time would just fly by.
Well, you've taught me a lot this hour, and I hope to work with you again in the future.
Yeah, I
Have
would
a
love
great
that.
day and a great travel.
Well, thank you
All
very
right.
much, and I hope everybody can tune in tonight between 8 to midnight Eastern Time.
Thank you so much, Larry.
Thanks,
and also,
Wendy.
you can go to ShopNBC.com to view everything he'll be having in those shows. But stay tuned because right now we have our top value.
Fall into fabulous finds during ShopNBC's Fall Fashion Week. The latest styles, the newest trends. All from some of your favorite ShopNBC designer collections. It's Fall Fashion Week, right here on ShopNBC.